Today, I want to show you a small and subtle change in NotebookLM audio and video overviews. So first off, just to get to this page, you would go to notebooklm.google.com, and then you either create a new notebook if you don't have any, or you go into an existing one. I'll go into the general aviation one in this case, and then you add sources, and then you have to have at least one source selected, and then you're able to create an artifact. And this change, I've only seen it on audio and video overviews. The way they've been rolling out different changes in NotebookLM and just a lot of the different Google products is that different accounts have different features. So it's possible that you'll see this on other things. Like I looked across my different types of accounts, and it was only on audio and video overviews for me, but it is possible that you'll see this somewhere else. But anyway, if you go into click on the little arrow next to I'll do video overview, and you get to the customize window, and then you have the normal options. You can do format, explainer, cinematic, explainer, brief, and then you can have your little prompt in here. And then you see in the bottom here, like these just kind of popped up, and it took a second. And what I think it was basically doing was scanning my sources. And then these are suggestions of what kind of prompt I would put in here. So before, and I'll show you a different one just so you can see the difference. So I'll go to a slide deck. If I come in here and it's like there's something typed in here already, it's not actually typed in here. It's if I just start typing, that goes away. So this is just kind of a loose suggestion, but this is always in here. And the difference with video overview is it's actually scanning my sources and then giving me a recommendation, kind of like the report section does. And then I can go in here and, like, let's say, oh yeah, I do want to do that. It has a little tab at the end of it. So if I hit my tab here, then it actually types this in. And then if you give it a second, it will usually show up with another set of recommendations underneath. Yeah. So it's like now there's more in here. So if I just want to generate a video overview with just this, I can just go to generate. But it has more. Maybe like, oh, okay, I do want, I do want that piece in there, but then I want something else, and it'll have something else. So, okay, maybe I want to do that too. So I'll tab and it puts that in. Then it scans sources again, and it'll take a second. It takes maybe like 5 to 10 seconds, and then if it has other recommendations, they'll just kind of show up at the bottom. So yeah, so now there's more, and like this, I didn't edit that in. That's how long it took. So it'll just keep just kind of putting recommendations at the bottom here. And it does pretty much the same thing if I do audio overview. So I come in here and there's nothing and there's nothing. I'm not doing anything. I'm just basically just waiting and now it just shows up. And now it scanned my sources, and then it has these recommendations. And if I mouse over them, it'll say whatever, and then I can, maybe I like that and I can tab, or maybe I like, now it doesn't make sense for what I want, and I come over to this one. And then whenever there's something that I actually like, I can just tab, and then I can either keep it as is or I can change it. So if I don't want that piece, I can delete that out and type something else in. So this is fairly new. Again, I only seen this for, I don't know, maybe a week, but it's really similar to, like I said, if you go into reports and it has the four that are always here, and then it'll have the suggestions at the bottom where it's like it's scanning the sources, and then it's like based off of your sources, we're going to recommend a couple of things. The new feature feels a lot like this, and it takes about the same amount of time. So it's like now there are these four that are based off of the sources, but like if I go to a different notebook, it's not going to have these same four where the top four are always there. But anyway, that's a different feature for a different day. But video overviews and audio overviews now have these little suggestion, I don't know, boxes underneath your prompting area. And then you can put that in, you can tab, and then keep everything as is, or you can change it, and then you can generate. I'm not going to generate a video overview because those kind of take a long time, but like I said, I don't see it under other things. Like if I go into infographic, it's not here, and I mean I waited like 10 minutes before, like nothing showed up here. Nothing shows up under flashcards, nothing shows up under mind maps, etc. I went through all the other ones for my account and it doesn't show up. It's possible that you'll see them with others, or maybe this is something that they're just testing and they're going to roll out for all the other artifacts in the future. I don't really know. I didn't find much documentation about it. I just happened to notice it the other day. So if that's helpful when you're doing an audio or video overview, then definitely check it out and let us know if you have any questions about it, and we'll see you next time.